That feels so good, so warm. You can't tell at home, but it is minus 20 up here. It's March 1st, and I'm in Ontario's Sunset Country, way up in the northwestern part of the province, and I'll be fishing with the co-host of our Real Fishing Radio show, noted outdoor writer, Gord Pyzer, and we've got some great ice fishing action for you on today's show. Glad you could join us.
Coming up, Ontario's Sunset Country in northwestern Ontario has an abundance of fish species and is known for producing trophies all year round. On today's show, Real Fishing Radio co-host Gord Pyzer takes Bob to a winter pike spot. The area has produced many big pike over the years, including this one from 1996. And later on, we head to Coburg Creek in eastern Ontario to help with a stream cleanup and watch as students reintroduce Atlantic salmon into Lake Ontario.
Here comes. Whoa! All right. Oh man! Whoa!
Oh yeah!
Oh, all right. Whoa. Look at that big laker! Yeah! That thing is a monster!
Oh, big!
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Izumi.
Oh yeah! All righty!
A real fishing show.
Oh, that's huge! Nice one! Hell! Look at the size of this fish. Oh, man! All right! All right!
Bob Izumi.
Oh, man! Woo-hoo. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, an absolute monster smallmouth. Look at that. Whoa!
Real Fishing is sponsored by Chevrolet, Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
Now that's what I call a real fisher. Well, you know, it's always a treat to get up here in northwestern Ontario with my old friend Gord Pyzer, co-host of the Real Fishing Radio show, noted outdoor writer, and he's got so many accolades that we could do a whole show on the awards you've won over the years, Gord. But let's talk about ice.
Let's talk about pike.
Well, you've spent 45 days on the ice so far this winter.
Yeah.
And, you're retired now from the M&R. You put a long stint in there.
Yep.
And you've been fishing a lot this winter.
Really have, Bob, and fishing for everything. You know, in the next couple of days, you and I were going to go for lake trout and crappies and northerns, but right here, got the biggest northern I ever seen in my life, and that includes Northwest Territory, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and it was 49 inches.
I remember being here many years ago having some great fishing, using the same HT polarized tip-ups, but I was just looking at that hat of yours. I wonder if I could cut some of that fur off and glue it on my head.
Let's see.
I need to keep warm. Let's get set up. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mark Alford, my neighbor, is here. He drove up the rig, so I got to mention him, okay? He's going to do some cooking and, well, just generally getting all the stuff done behind the scenes. I usually like to keep him up in the bush, but today we're going to let him join us on the ice.
You think we got big enough bait?
Mark, we'll cook the bait. Whole bag of tip-ups here. You know, the folks at HT have the most incredible line of ice fishing equipment. They've got hundreds of jigging sticks and a number of various designs of tip-ups. In fact, Paul Grail, he's the inventor of the Polar Ice Tip-Up. This is the original here, and it's just an incredible deal. What you do is you set up your line, and we're using quick strike rigs for the pike today, and you've got this deal here that you can set. So what will happen is when the pike pulls the line off here, okay, then you get a hit and it eats that big bait off the bottom. Wham! Okay, what happened is we were just setting the lines up this morning. Gord, you were lowering this one down, got it down.
Look at
it. Hit it so hard it burnt. You got a line burn?
Oh gosh, went right through.
Into the bottom?
Oh, it went in well.
Is it a good one?
This is a good one. I'll bet this is at least 15.
At least 15 pounds.
It might be 20.
Oh, that's a big fish, Gord.
That's over 20.
That's huge.
That's huge. This might be
A big one?
over 25. Now, are you going to put your hand in there and grab her when I bring her this time?
Of course, Gord, I could do that.
Oh, look at the size of her.
It might not fit.
She won't. You're going to have to put that down and push her head, push the tail. There she comes.
Okay.
See what I mean? Oh, look at Bob. Look. Oh, the hook's caught now. Shoot.
Okay. Here. Want to push it down a hair?
Please, just a little tiny bit. Well, there you go. No,
Too far. Sorry.
that's all right. And we push her tail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we straighten her out.
Okay.
There she. Oh, Bob.
Oh my. Okay.
Wait a sec. Here she comes.
Okay. Oh, Gord. Look at the size of that fish. Whoa, brother. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Woo. Oh.
That's might be my biggest
Oh
ever.
man, Gord. That thing is huge. Whoa.
Woo.
Wow.
Two-man effort.
Using these HT tip-ups, if you want big fish like this, man, you gotta give it a try. And the whole key is, we're still making noise out here, Gord.
We've only got 3 tip-ups set so far. We haven't even put the rest in. Let me get that hook out.
All right, well, we gotta grab a camera before we release it.
Yes.
Hey, folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back with the doctor, Real Fish and Gord Pyzer, icing some pike.
We'll be right back with more Sunset Country Winter Pike.
Way to go, my man. Gord, I'll tell you, we got some nice photos, and let's get that baby back in. Wow, that is a giant pike.
Isn't that something, Robert? Quick. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths, almost 48 inches.
Wow. All right, Gord, there it goes. Yes, sir. Way to go, my man.
We've drilled two holes side by side. We've cleaned them out, and Bob's still not back with the tip-up. He's in there sipping Tim Hortons coffee, eating a donut. Here he comes.
This little double hook rig here is from HT. It's called a Red Hot tip-up rig here. It's got like a split wire leader. Hold those big baits for the pike. That's quite a rig, isn't it, Gord?
It is really neat, because you know what the one thing it does do? It does allow you to hang it totally horizontal. Nice little red attractor bead there.
All right, time to get a fire going. Finally, they're all set up, all 8 tip-ups. It took us a better part of the morning, Gord.
You know what? It did.
This area that we are fishing up in Ontario, Sunset Country, has produced a lot of big pike over the years. Gord and I shot a show here way back in '96 using quick strike rigs with the same HT tip-ups. Let's take a look at how it went. Oh, there we go.
Good going.
All right.
I love it when they swim through and you see that big broad side go by. It's gorgeous.
I guess ideally, too, you want to just pile the line up behind you or beside you.
So they'll take a power run many times.
So you can just free spool it.
That's right.
Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, look at the size of that, Gord. Look. Okay, wait. Oh, whoa.
She's gone right into the mud. They do that all the time.
Yeah, right in the mud.
Yeah,
Look at this, I'm just going to rinse it off. There. Oh, wow.
Gorgeous, Bob.
That's what coming up here to northwestern Ontario is all about. Okay, it was a 26-hour drive, but it was well worth it. All right. Look at that. Gord, I'll tell you what, that is a big Northern Pike, man.
Look at the size of her belly there, Bob.
All right.
Probably full of eggs, ready to hatch in another couple of months.
Well, a few months now. It's January.
Yeah, they'll be, April, they'll be running up that river at the far end down there.
Now we're going to put her back?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'll tell you. That is, look at how thick it is.
Oh. Actually, let's get a quick. There's 8, 16, 24, well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, about 45, 47 inches.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's going to go 20. Easy 20.
All gone.
Way to go.
There are still more ice pike coming up.
Oh, little guy.
But first, we take a look at the efforts to reintroduce Atlantic salmon into Lake Ontario. Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. Nearly every sport attracts individuals who take it to the limit. Fishing is no exception, with steelheaders topping the list. Bad weather, poor conditions, and the dead of winter can't stop these guys. On the Great Lakes, ice fishing generally involves wind-blown pack ice. Here today, gone tomorrow, it's tricky stuff to deal with. For the cautious angler, there's a safer way to participate. Rivers with slow-moving lower ends freeze reliably each winter and much earlier than open water situations. As with any location, we recommend 5 inches of hard ice before venturing out on foot. The good news is river mouths are natural staging areas for steelhead prior to their spring run. As winter progresses, the fish really stack up under the ice, providing some of the best steelhead action imaginable. And at close range, roe is far and away the #1 bait, while jigs and other tidbits are certainly worth a try. Strange as it may seem, these river mouths have alternating currents that systematically stop, briefly reverse, then resume a normal downstream flow. Keeping your bait off bottom in the strike zone can be difficult. A great solution is adding styrofoam to float your bait at a specific depth, where it can be seen at all times. Take it from us, you don't have to be a daredevil to enjoy ice fishing for big winter steelhead.
Hey, it's time to talk about the future of our fisheries. I'm here in Cobourg, Ontario, and what's been going on this morning is something pretty cool. A bunch of volunteers as well as high school students have come together and have cleaned up this brook called Cobourg Brook, and they've got a lot of garbage out of here. We're talking about great for the environment. We're also going to be talking about the Atlantic Salmon Reintroduction Program that the Ontario Federation of Angler and Hunters, as well as other partners, including Fishing Forever, are involved in.
We have about 90 high school students from 3 high schools, 2 here in Cobourg and 1 up in Peterborough, and they're out and they've cleaned up a stretch of Cobourg Brook.
Well, first of all, we're here to clean up the garbage to make sure, all the fish in the stream don't get polluted.
And we found some garbage bags and bikes and shopping carts and all those kind of stuff.
And we're going to release some salmon back into the stream to get the salmon back into Lake Ontario.
We're releasing, today will be about 1,000 yearling Atlantic salmon, fish that are about 15 months old. They've been living in Fleming College's teaching hatchery, and they've been raised through support from the Fishing Forever Foundation.
We had to jump in the water and stuff and get stuff out. It's a messy job, but it's worth it. I'm just trying to make our town a better place to be in.
I want to help out because since all the salmon left Lake Ontario, it's important to put the fish back into Lake Ontario. So we just want to clean it up and get them back.
What Atlantic salmon restoration symbolizes is how far we've come in restoring the streams after all the things we did to them in the 200 years of European settlement. And by having Atlantic salmon in the watersheds and having them stay in the watersheds and develop a self-sustaining population on their own, they're going to be a signpost that we're doing well in taking care of our watersheds.
Hey, this is what it's all about. They're putting the fish in, and they're pretty good-sized Atlantic salmon that they're stocking into the creek here, and they're taking well. We can see them sitting in some of the back eddies and the current breaks. It's pretty exciting. I can't wait to see how well they take. This is truly history in the making to introduce the Atlantic salmon back into the waters here in Ontario, and very exciting for an angler like myself who has fished Atlantic salmon out on the East Coast. I know they're a hard-fighting fish. They're an amazing creature, and they'll be a wonderful addition to our waters here in Ontario. And once again, It's great that you all came out and spent some valuable time cleaning up that creek. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for contributing to this worthwhile project, guys.
Up next, we head back to Ontario's Sunset Country for some more winter pike action. This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman.
Hey, I'm here with Paul Grail from Wisconsin. He's with HT Enterprises. Paul drove up 13 hours up here to Kenora at Ontario Sunset Country. He wanted to show me this new laser edge auger. The key here are the blades and the angle, I guess.
The blades and the angle, and that is the big thing for getting through the ice. And the blades have to be super sharp, and it has to be the type of steel that's not too hard, not too soft. Otherwise, it'll chip. If it's too hard, if it's too soft, it gets dulled too quick.
Can I give it a shot?
Go ahead, Ma.
Okay, let's see here. Come on.
The key is you move both hands at the same time. If you keep that auger from wobbling, with this type of handle, you'll go through twice as fast. Well, we can get our drill and show the people how it works with a power drill.
Well, let's rig her up and show them the other deal
Let's
then.
do her. The auger will come with a 5/8 shaft because that'll fit every electric drill made.
Now, by the time you see this video, this will be available, but unfortunately, it's the prototype. You won't leave it with me, and I'm up here for 2 more days. Mark is a master at making fires. You can see the little twigs he's got. He's just finessing right now. Good job, Mark. Gord, would you like a bowl of soup?
Would I ever?
You got this little propane Coleman here. Ready? Oh, yeah. Courtesy of Mark Alford, ladies and gentlemen. He's our caterer for this trip. And we have spoons, there's crackers. Oh. It's so hard to tell how big they are.
Yeah, so she's probably taking a lot of line.
Oh, little guy. All right.
Well,
I think that one has committed itself to Gord Pyzer's home. What do you think, Gord?
I think so too.
We talked about keeping a small one to eat, right?
We did. And that's the perfect size. Still there, I think. Not there.
Feel 'em.
You
Should I
feel
step
it?
on 'em?
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Okay, I don't think it's a big one. No, there it is. It's a little guy, but hey, it's a good way to end the day. I can see him, the hook. Hold on, I gotta let him go down. The one other hook is on the outside. It's on the edge of the ice. Just give that fish a little nudge down. You see his head? Okay.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Now do you think Ken had that idea for hooking them? Gord? Look at that. This
That's kinda
HT
neat.
rig has got this pike lassoed, double hooked. Okay. Yeah. Now, were you a little disappointed today, honestly?
Oh, very, very
Come
disappointed.
on.
Oh, very disappointed.
To start the day off with a 25-pounder and you're disappointed?
You know, doing this, Bob, on a good lake, and this is a good lake.
Uh-huh.
Normally, I would count on 8 to 12 fish on a kind of mediocre day. And a good day, you get 20, 25. And on this spot, for a whole bunch of reasons, can almost always count on one between 20 and 30 pounds.
Wow. Well, it's a nice looking little pike.
Isn't that a beauty?
You know, the fact is that during the winter months, even though spring is still, you know, another month or two away, the open water anyway, you really want to fish, what, feeder bays that they're going to be in the spring, but out from them?
At this time of the year normally, but you know, the telling fact was yesterday we went walleye fishing. We were out in the main lake.
Yes.
And we were down on Lake of the Woods there, and you caught that beautiful northern.
32 feet of water?
Yeah, out in the main lake, and that just tells you they haven't started drying into these bays yet to getting ready to spawn. But as spring progresses here, they'll come in, and then you get the whole concentrations ready to move in.
So they stage right in front of the bays. They're on the points and stuff.
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you, last night was excellent fishing. Today was slow, as you say. Still a great day on the water. Fishing for these pike, having, you know, all the rigs set up. This is a great way to fish. With all the traveling we've been doing, it's a good restful day. Tomorrow, though, it's full combat fishing again. Oh, there's one up. I don't know if this one's got the bait or not. It's,
oh,
got the bait. Unbelievable. Ontario's Sunset Country offers some truly amazing fishing. It's not often that you can call a day with a 25-pound pike, a few smaller ones, and some missed strikes a slow day of fishing. It just goes to show you how spoiled Gord has become from fishing in this region. If you're looking for some hot pike fishing action in the cold winter months, then give Ontario's Sunset Country a try. We'll see you next week right here for some more real fishing. Yeah, all right. This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Well, that is just amazing.
Look at that thing.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That was too cool. Oh, man, what a fish. Look at that.